Hi everyone, I'm Ali, one of the admins of the group. We're all dog listeners here at the Karma Canine Cooperative, and we wondered if it might be helpful for each of us to explain what that actually means and why we do it. So here are my thoughts. When people ask me what I do, I usually say I'm a dog behaviour coach. And for me, that's just differentiates me from being a dog trainer, because I don't train the dogs. What I do is coach people to behave in such a way that their dogs choose to follow them and choose to cooperate beautifully with them of their own free will. Along the way, we tackle all of the behavioural issues and we aim to encourage the dogs to be their calmest selves so that they're better able to cope with the challenge of living in a human world. A lot of canine society is based on ritualised behaviour, which is absolutely fascinating to watch when they're among themselves. But a lot of these rituals we humans can also use to convince our dogs that they can trust our decisions and not have to feel anxious about various areas in life. That is amazing to see, those changes that can occur. So that's why I got into teaching it, because I saw the changes for Chili and I nearly 10 years ago.
Hello, I'm Kate and I'm a dog listener and part of the Karma Canine Cooperative. I so often get asked what is dog listening, and for me dog listening is all about creating calm and harmony with your dog, where they willingly want to follow you because they believe in you and have confidence in you. This way of communicating isn't about dominance or force or control. It's about your dog choosing you to make the decisions because they know that you know best, especially in our human world, which they don't really understand. We teach people about the 4 pillars of dog listening, which is food, status, hunt, and danger. And these form the foundations of how you will communicate with your dog for the rest of his life. It's a bit like learning a new language. And once they understand you and you them, it's wonderful to watch them relax and live alongside you in a really happy, stress-free way.
I love dog listening, almost as much as I love puppies. But after my first day of studying dog listening, I actually cried. And I've cried an enormous amount since then too. I lived with my first dogs in Zimbabwe and we were really close to nature. They grew up going for walks with me on the big game ranch. We didn't have leads. They had complete freedom. On any walk we could actually see impala, elephant, and often had to change direction and go around herds of grazing wildebeest or even buffalo. We did have some run-ins with warthog, baboons and crocodiles, which involved me shouting to scare the wild animals off. I then brought those 2 dogs to live in the UK and I put them in quarantine for 6 months because I couldn't leave them behind. I'd taken them from paradise to hell, and by learning dog listening, I'd only just realised what I'd done. I discovered dog listening because I wanted to know more about dog behaviour. I was lucky enough when I kind of came up, I said I need to know more. I was lucky to be shown a book, the first book by Jan Fennell, by a neighbour, and the foreword is by Monty Roberts. I'd read all his books already and absorbed the horse whispering because I'd raised a zebra, an orphan zebra, successfully in Zimbabwe. I'd been told when we got her, don't even go there, don't try. All my other friends in the safari world said they'd also tried to raise a zebra and they'd become dangerous and they'd kick people and they'd bitten people. So I was told don't do it. But I used Monty's information. I raised her perfectly, she never hurt anybody, she's still alive, and she's now had her own babies. So in this book, if Monty was recommending dog listening, I had to know more because my life was becoming more and more involved with dogs, and my goodness, it has changed everything. I now actually have a Springer and a Spoodle, who's just below me here, the mother of this puppy. And I've bred several litters. The first litter nearly killed me because I didn't know dog listening. And although they were amazing, I made a lot of really basic mistakes. But now I love breeding and it's an absolute breeze. I have calm, delightful puppies, and I'm now really enjoying teaching all the owners how to use dog listening to change their dogs' lives and their own.
Hi, my name is Colin Scriven of Doggy Chillin', and we're a social enterprise that takes my dog Jenna into school with us to work with the kids. I'll just bring her over now. Jen, come on, sweetie. Gonna come, good girl. Here she comes now. This is our Jenna. Let's say hello, Jen. Now, I wouldn't bring Jen into school if it wasn't for the fact that she would feel safe. If she was feeling overwhelmed by the busyness of school, I wouldn't take her. And that's because we work with her to understand her needs, which is to feel safe and secure and to know that she doesn't have to take decisions. I came to dog listening about 10 years ago with the arrival of our other dog, Sally. She was a dog we got from a rescue centre, and we didn't realise how nervous she was when she appeared. And it was probably after about 3 weeks that we were really struggling with Sally, and my wife then looked up Jan Fennell's website to see if she could find a dog listener near us, and that's when she found Julie Cluley, who's one of the members of this group. Meanwhile, we had the perfect Jenna, who Julie pointed out also had issues, and the fact that Jenna thought she was in charge of us all, and Sally was struggling with her role and felt that she had to compete with Jenna to become leader of the pack. It took us a number of years to work with both Jenna and Sally to readdress that balance, and still every day Jen and Sally will check in with me to sort of see, where do I fit in the pack? Do I still have to take over, or are you okay looking after my needs? So I'd just like to say cheerio from me. And Jen, are you going to say cheerio? Something interesting there? Thank you, that's really nice of you. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, that's lovely. And I look forward to meeting you all online sometime.
Hi, my name's Julie Cluley, and my company is Helps You Help Your Dog. And I wanted to just come on here today and introduce myself and let you know a little bit about why I'm here in this group. So for the last 15 or 16 years, I have helped dog owners with their dogs behaviour, and generally to find peace and harmony at home living with their dogs. And it's been amazing. I've absolutely loved it. And in the last 6 months, I would say, I have had the honour of getting together with another 5 dog listeners who are all part of the Calmer Canine Cooperative. We realised when we all got together on a Zoom call, because this all happened during COVID lockdown restrictions, that we all have the same aim. We are all so passionate about getting this approach out into the big wide world. And to us, the more people that know about this approach, then the calmer and happier and stress-free our dogs will be. So that's really the background and why I ended up being part of the Calmer Canine Cooperative. So yeah, I'd love it if you could just come in, get comfy. If you haven't already, share us a picture of your puppy or your dog. And I always like to hear, this is just my thing, what's the absolute favourite thing that you love most about your dog? All right, I'll see you in the group. Bye.